Well, hello, Rosa.
Oh, hello there. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I am better now that I get to see you today.
I know you too. And my mother gets to port tonight.
I got a postcard last week telling me that she's going to be back. So she's going to be here
Yes.
next week to
Maybe
read with us.
next bedtime stories next Monday.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Well, how you
Got a book?
been?
I've been good. I've been good. I'm dying to read a book today. You got
Oh, I
something for
know.
us?
Yes, I do actually. So it's Black History Month,
Mm-hmm.
and we've got this book here. It's called My Very Favorite Book in the Whole Wide World.
Mm-hmm.
And this book was written by Malcolm Mitchell.
Okay.
And we're going to share a little bit about him on the news this week, I think, or we might ask Miss Califf and Miss Miller to do it. But this is young Malcolm Mitchell here. And it's the true story of his life as a reader. So this is him when he's a little boy. And we're going to hear a little story.
Well, I bet since he wrote a book, reading was very easy for him. Let's see.
Let's find out, okay? So I'll read first. So here it is. Hi, I'm Henley, and this is a story about finding my very favorite book in the whole wide world.
But it wasn't as easy as it sounds. Reading can be hard, you know. Once upon a time, everyone thought I hated to read, but that's just not true.
In some books, the words are too big, the sentences are too long, and there are way too many pages. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing ever happened.
On and on. They walked and they walked and they walked and they walked and they walked.
Oh, man, he's really not looking too happy there.
Yeah. In other books, the pictures have zero to do with cool things I like or what's inside of me or with what's inside of me. I do try, but some books are so giant, and if I stood on them, I would turn into a giant. And other books were so boring, I'd rather use them as pillows.
Oh, my goodness. I wonder if any scholars can relate. When I'm supposed to be reading homework, I'd rather play football in the backyard. When I'm asked to read the cookbook to help make dinner, I would rather see how many grapes I can fit in my mouth.
Once I took a wagon full of books to the town swimming pool to find out how good they could swim. Oh, dear.
Oh, my goodness. When I tried to read books about dinosaurs, they made my brain hurt. So I gave the books back to the dinosaurs.
Oh, he's not very fond of these books.
He's not liking reading.
I tried reading books about mountains, pickles, aliens, monsters, cats chasing mice, and mice chasing cats. I even found a book about cats chasing mice up a mountain while aliens eat pickles with monsters. But none of those made reading easier or more fun. But that all changed when Mrs. Joy gave the worst homework assignment ever.
Well, have your teachers ever done that, given you the worst homework assignment ever? Find your very favorite book in the whole wide world and bring it to school tomorrow. It can be a book about anything. Just make sure you love it, because you'll be sharing it. Oh boy, look at his face here.
Oh, sharing with the class. Always
not want to share his favorite book.
The school bell sounded like 100 horns blowing in my ear. Thinking about the yucky homework assignment gave me a super headache and made my hands sweaty.
Oh boy.
Very nervous.
On the way home from school, I stopped by the mighty library, hoping to find any book that could be my very favorite.
My friends went into the library ahead of me. When it comes to finding books, I'm not so fast. Inside, there was a nice man sitting behind a jumbo-sized desk. I asked him if he could help me find my very favorite book in the whole wide world.
He showed me books about science and adventure and squishy animals. He flipped through the pages of the books about flags, farms, and holidays. He'd found plenty of books with twisty big words, sentences as long as my legs, and pictures that tangled the pages. It gave me the heebie-jeebies.
When I saw my friends in the middle of the library having fun and reading, I felt more lost than ever. He just doesn't feel like he doesn't fit in. He's not getting that joy from reading like they are.
Yeah. The next place I tried was Miss Rackley's bookshop. Maybe she could help me find my favorite book. So he went to a library. Now he's trying an actual bookstore. Let's see if he has any luck.
Miss Rackley did what she does best. She brought piles and piles of books. I looked and looked and looked, but I couldn't call any of them my very favorite book in the whole wide world. All those pages and all those words made my eyes tired. I realized it was going to take a book miracle to find my favorite book. I grew a sad face and stomped all the way home.
Oh, such frustration. Mama was unloading the dryer and she could tell I was having a crummy day. I told her all about the worst ever homework assignment.
The librarian and Miss Rackley tried their best to help me find a book, but it was no use. I'll never find my very favorite book in the whole wide world.
Oh, I loved your Henley voice. That was very cute. With a voice as warm as rolls from an oven, Mama said, Henley, sometimes the best stories can be found inside ourselves. After a sweet kiss on the forehead, Mama's words lit up inside me.
Oh, that's when I had a brilliant idea.
What's his idea going to be? The next morning, I could hardly wait for my turn to share my very favorite book in the whole wide world. Oh, he's excited.
Yeah.
Oh, look how happy he is.
I stood proud as all eyes in the reading circle stared at me.
Everyone thinks I hate to read, but that's not true. Yes, some words are too big and some sentences are too long, but that's not my biggest challenge. Before today, I just hadn't found a book I wanted to read. I hadn't found the words or pictures or pages or sentences or subjects that showed me me.
Oh. There he is opening that book. So last night I wrote a book. It's called My Very Favorite Book in the Whole Wide World. It's about a big, fat, bumpy journey to finding the perfect book. My book has words and pictures and pages that show me, and that show you me.
He wrote his own book. When I started reading my book out loud for everyone to hear, I struggled. But soon my words began to flow. The pictures I drew danced off the pages. Everyone can have a very favorite book in the whole wide world, even if they have to write it themselves.
When I was done telling my story, all my classmates clapped and cheered. So sweet.
My teacher gave me a gold star on my homework, and that's the truth.
Oh, look at this sweet little Henley. So he just said, there he is. This is who wrote the story. Malcolm Mitchell, Literacy Crusader.
What a special man. I can't wait to learn more about him on Life with Lucky.
Yeah, that's
we can learn his whole life
story. I agree. Writing your own book is definitely a way to make a book about things about you, and then you could share that with other people. So what a smart kid he was.
What a wonderful man. Well, thanks for reading with me tonight.
Yeah. And everybody tune in tomorrow for Live with Lucky.
Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.